tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only Charles in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows them to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run for it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The toss left side for Hall.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Got an open man. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will the 25-yard line. Always costly to call. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Braxton Berrios from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Berrios. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught.
Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Room here to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
They run again on first down, Chubb.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And some room to work.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Wilson on first down.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 5.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Chubb running right. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw is Watson. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Wilson.
Got a man, it's Mims.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback this is going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Watson on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. 11 yards for number 11.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball again on 2nd down.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And trouble trying to middle here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz from 19 yards away. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
On second down, Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Running for it, here's Chubb. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. York now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Browns, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.